Hey Aquarius, it's Heather here with Earth Empress. I hope you guys are doing fantastic on this Monday morning. This is going to be your January 2020 general overall spread. It's going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in Aquarius. And if you're cross-watching, welcome. You could very well be resonating with the energy that is coming through. As always, trust your gut, follow your intuitions. Don't try to force things, don't try to make them fit. If this reading is for you, that's amazing. And if not, there are a ton of other amazing readers out there. So feel free to click on one of the links or videos down below. Make sure to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign specifically, please. And social media, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff is going to be listed in the description box down below. If you could please hit that like button, that subscribe button, the little wiggly bell at the corner. I'm truly grateful for everyone that has been connecting with me over this journey. It's been almost a year, to be a year in March. And it's been a wonderful ride, guys. So, yeah. Okay, so first card out. You guys, Aquarius, you have got the Emperor. So this could definitely be you stepping up into your divine masculine power. Again, sorry, you can feature my cats in the corner over here. Yeah, stepping into divine masculine powers. It could be you dealing with someone that is in divine masculine power. It's the card of Aries. It's also the card of Capricorn for me, because it's fire and it's earth. It's getting your feet on the ground. It's pushing forward. It's movement forward. So cardinal earth is Capricorn for me, obviously. So really stepping up into your power, whatever role that is for you. If you're running a business, this is definitely taking on being the entrepreneur, the CEO, running things as you see fit. The Emperor, when he's in detriment, is somewhat of a dictator, I'm going to be honest. Very controlling. But the Emperor in the upright, in this beautiful energy, is very much rolling with the punches, taking a natural leadership role, naturally commanding presence. They just are meant to be in the position of power, and it's with the grace and humility that they do it. We have, yeah, Seven of Pentacles. So I love this because both of these are doing the same thing. I love when the cards do this. Taking a look at what you've been building so far, taking a look at maybe what you've manifested. Also, maybe taking a look at the energy itself when it comes to your masculinity and the power that you have within, the ability and potential to step up and run things yourself. For some of you, if you are not running your own business, maybe you're thinking of starting something or turning a hobby into something professional, and you are being really wise with where you're investing your time and your energy. For some of you, if you're connecting with an Aries or a Capricorn in particular, it's being mindful of how much energy you've been putting and pouring into this person. What else do we have for Aquarius? Strength card. So you guys have been going through some kind of empowerment, I want to say. Strength card is card of Leo. I feel like it has been a huge movement and shift when it comes to the strength within you. Maybe stepping up into your personal power, and maybe it's because some of you are meant to be in this Emperor role. And it's about really recognizing it and realizing how to take these steps to get to where you want to be, to step up into that divine power. Strength card is no joke. It's taming the beast within. Some of you have really worked through your demons, worked through your wounds in order to really embrace the spiritual strength. Work through your demons, work through your wounds. Like I said, Six of Cups, that's that healing coming in. You could be connecting with a Leo. Six of Cups can be the card of reunion as well, but it's also the card of healing. For me, it is a very deep spiritual healing. It's on a soul deep level. It is something that stems from childhood a lot of the time. Even if it's a relationship that pushes you to realize this and recognize where you need to be healed, the healing itself, it stems back from your childhood, wounds that you've carried for so long that really needed to come into light in order to really find the strength to work through them. I feel like you have, or that's what this journey is guiding you towards this month, is working through those wounds. But I do think you're doing it in a proactive way. I think you're doing it by building or creating something. It's helping you to really heal and move forward. What else do we have? You have, yeah, the Sun card. Definitely Leo energy coming through. This is doing it in a way. This is healing and finding the strength in a way that really brings joy to your soul. It brings a lot. I'm sorry, guys. I have all these pop-ups coming on. It brings a lot of fulfillment and joy to you personally. It's something that really puts a shift and a skip in your step, and it just feels inspiring. It feels like you guys have worked to this point for so long to find your inspiration. Wow, yes. King of Swords. There's your energy, Aquarius. The wisdom, the strength, stepping up into your King of Swords power. And then you have Knight of Swords, going after something, communicating, making shit happen. Yes. I love that for you guys because it's right by the Sun card. So this is something that is very much inspiring to your soul. It really lights you on fire. It's very passionate, something that you really want to charge in towards because at the end of the day, you have a lot to say about it. Whether it's, oh yeah, if it's a relationship, it's someone you really want to communicate with. It's something that you've been waiting to come forward. This is someone that really, again, inspires your soul, makes you feel like a kid again, finds that childlike happiness. If this is a career, this is something that inspires your soul, something that could be artistically inclined or just something that you really enjoy creating. It's something that is very King of Swords. For me, this energy combined with the Sun and the Seven of Pentacles would be a vision. Someone that's very visionary. You know, you could be someone that has a lot of ideas that really needs to, you know, get them out loud and make them tangible. See tangible results for these ideas that you've been working towards. Some of you really just want to communicate how happy you are with this person. You know, if you find yourself in a situation, yeah, see? Knight of Swords, a lot of options on the table. A lot of potential here. There is a lot of room for growth. There is again, so many options on the table moving forward for you guys. I love that this card, it's a very transformative king almost. And I love that all of the kings in this deck tend to have that transformative aspect to them. This king in particular, you know, he has one leg. And he has all of these beautiful birds symbolizing the wisdom, the growth, the potential for evolution of using the spiritual oneness, the spiritual knowledge. And then you have the butterfly here, which is a transformative aspect too. I feel like you guys have been through a major transformation when it comes to your happiness, your potential, where you're headed and where you want to be. And that Seven of Cups, it can be a little disillusionary, I'll be honest, because sometimes options can be overwhelming. With it being in the Knight of Swords next to it and the King of Swords right beside that, I would just say be very discerning with what you're headed towards and what it is that you're truly drawn to do. Eight of Pentacles, where are you going to put in your effort, your time, your work? It's like you see all of these beautiful pieces to the puzzle, this potential that can come through. So what do you do naturally? You're going to invest your time and your effort into things that matter to you. I love that. Yeah, Page of Wands. So you are doing something that's creative. I knew I felt it. I felt it. I knew it. It's something that really stirs inside your soul. Again, if this is a relationship, there's a lot of potential here. You could have a lot of options on the table when it comes to connections too, but I do feel like there's one in particular, if this is a relationship for you, that is standing out very strong and firm. It's really, again, lighting your soul on fire. You really want to build and work and communicate and put a lot of passion into this. I mean, that's Page of Wands. That's really pursuing with passion. It's starting over. It's starting fresh with something. It's doing it while having this big, huge zest for life, this zeal that maybe at one point you felt like you lacked or you didn't really have. And now you found it again. Whatever it is, that thing for you has really inspired you to step up more and really enjoy and embrace and love your life. And I am loving that. Yeah, it has a lot to do with really moving forward and enjoying this life. I mean, granted, I'm sure at some point there was pain involved in anything in order to get to this point, this period of really wanting to build and work towards this happiness and feeling like, you know, you were living in abundance for once and not living in lack and not stressing and not having anxiety and not worrying about it. This is really stepping up and into this feeling of just embracing the new. Six of Pentacles. Balancing out. So if this is a relationship, this is a relationship that is very much give and take. If this is If it's this career, if this is something entrepreneurial that you're building for yourself, this is the potential to really balance out and really, the more you invest into it, the more you're going to get back from it. It's very Capricorn and Jupiter. Like, I've seen that pop out a lot actually in the readings lately, where it's very much you're going to get what you give. And in Capricorn energy with Jupiter there, it is very much where you invest your time, your energy, you are going to receive back opportunities in that specific area. Capricorn is very much, let me focus, let me dig deep and dive in and focus in this area. Well, if you focus really hard in, career, you will probably have opportunities left and right coming in because you're focusing on that aspect. If you focus really hard on relationships, you're probably going to find opportunities or a lot of growth and potential and passion there. So my advice might be to really balance out your energies and where you're putting yourself. Don't just focus all solely on career. I get it. It's important. But so is passion. So is joy. So is gratitude. So is living life with a zest. So my advice would be to really balance those two out. Work and play, or work and socialization, or work and enjoyment, or a hobby, whatever it is for you. Balance it out. Make time for yourself to really enjoy and, feel like this, Maybe take up something new. Maybe some of you take up some, music classes or art classes, or, I'm sorry, Katniss loves to make an appearance all the time. Yeah. New is the theme going forward in 2020. As this transformation, Ace of Swords. So you're getting some kind of divine opportunity. You could be working in I know Aquarius is very much air energy. So I know all the swords make sense, obviously. But I'm feeling like some of you could be working communications, maybe sales, maybe technology, things like that. Maybe it's creating new projects or new presentations or new offers. Let's see what else we can get for you. Some of you are receiving clarity, and I think it's about situations, what you've been experiencing up until this point. You do have the Tower. So something is going to come in that really spurs, causes some kind of realization, some kind of awakening, some kind of, truth needing to be revealed or spoken. Or clarity. Maybe it's divine clarity for you about where you're headed, the direction you're going. Yeah, Hangman. Pisces energy. This is about really taking a step back and looking at where you've been placing yourself. Again, the big picture. What really matters most in this life to you? The Hierophant. Spirituality. To me, it's, with the Hangman there, it's taking a look at your commitments. And it doesn't have to just be marriage, relationship, traditional commitments. Commitments of any kind. If you're committed and you're going back to higher learning, if you're committed to your spiritual journey and you're trying to build a life upon that aspect, maybe some of you were studying esoteric or new age philosophies, or some of you are, speaking in profession, doing social media. You could be, all avenues really are on this table at this point. But it is asking you to take a look at where you are committing yourself. Mostly. So where you're really investing your time. Let's see. What else can we get? Queen of Swords. Yeah, take a look where you're investing your time. This queen is discerning. She doesn't chase. She allows things to come just as they are. She's honest. She gets a bad rep sometimes because they say she's heartless, but again, when you get to a point of discernment in your life and empowerment in that aspect, you have to have been through a lot of experiences in order to really step up into that power. So I feel like, if anything, the queen is probably more heartbroken than most. And so she has the ability, through experience and wisdom, to take that pain, that heartbreak, and really form it into discernment. And she's going to be very mindful about what she's allowing into her life. So I do feel like this is you being incredibly mindful about the commitments that you're making moving forward, where you're going to commit yourself. Again, career, relationships, back to school, studying, entrepreneurial things. It's being very mindful with the time that you're placing into things and the energy that you're putting into it. I do feel like it's for your benefit. I feel like the balancing and leveling out has to happen at some point for you guys. And I do feel like it's because you finally found this spark, this joy. And so it's like kind of forcing you to really find a balance between work and home, or work and relationships, or work and joy. It's like you need it moving forward. Seven of Swords reversed. So you are definitely being mindful. Seven of Swords reversed is some kind of clarity that's coming in, something that was revealed to you maybe in the past, something that you had experienced. Let me throw one more card down on that, though. Maybe in past commitments, you know, maybe that's what part of the issue was before, was finding joy after experiencing. Maybe you had to keep your guard up for a while. Maybe you did. Maybe that's where part of the clarity comes in, that it's okay to allow someone to come in, that it's okay to feel these things, that they don't have to be some scary, detrimental experience, that you can feel alive again in certain situations. Five of Pentacles reversed. No longer feeling lack. No longer feeling mistrustful. No longer feeling lack after the Queen of Swords. That's where discernment really is power, because a lot of people, when they don't reach the power of discernment within themselves, they either allow themselves to become a doormat, or they completely shut off. They shut off the world. They put up all of the walls, and they don't let anyone in because they're mistrustful. They don't want to feel like that again. They're scared to feel like that again. They're scared to allow love in. Removing those obstacles and reversing and flipping these two things especially is definitely, I feel like, ready to allow someone to come into your space, into your energetic field, ready to allow and commit to something. But it is in a very discerning way. So it's, you know, this person has to respect you. This person has to treat you with authenticity. They have to come at you, you know, with full honesty. If it's a job, this has to be something that moralistically you just really love to do. It's something that really inspires you. It's working with, you know, colleagues and a boss that you actually admire and that you respect. It's no longer, you know, feeling a lack of any kind. Yeah. Six of Wands to end it. No longer feeling a lack of any kind, heading towards your victory. You have overcame so many things, Aquarius. I do feel like there is potential here for something that is coming into your life, or that has appeared in your life, that brings you a lot of happiness, a lot of joy. It's forcing you to really look at the past, release the issues you might have with trust or defensiveness or being guarded. It's also causing you to really embrace and love yourself more versus feeling the lack thereof or feeling like you're not enough. You know, you're releasing that. You're no longer feeling it. You're feeling victorious. You're feeling, you know, like you're on fire again, like you're lit from the inside out with a purpose. I love that. Okay, so I'm going to grab a couple cards from this ritual deck. It is a new deck, so bear with me. I'm going to have to end up using the book for this one. You have the earth element. Earth element, you have, Palo Santos, devotion, creation, holiness. You have pink candles, love, romance, and friendship. I love how that was coming through, right? And then you have earth, logic, support, and nurture. Okay, so I'm going to run through this real quick, guys, because this camera is about to die. So elements, earth. Earth element. I accept support with grace and ease. When was the last time you asked for help? Are you stuck in a loop of overthinking, or do you feel overwhelmed in some way? The earth element wants to offer you the support and care you need. There is no reason to go it alone. Now is the time to practice being okay with asking for and accepting help from others. The nurturing love of Mother Earth is here to support you, and so are your fellow brothers and sisters. Sometimes the best answer is the simplest one. So we have Palo Santo. It is safe for me to create. I love how I was talking about creation with you guys. The sweet-smelling holy tree comes into your life to remind you that not only is it safe for you to create, but the creation is sacred. Palo Santo is a cleansing herb that wants to give you a safe and inviting space to devote yourself to creativity. It does more than just cleanse. It invite the herb's uplifting energy to enliven your space, cheer you up, and create an environment for creativity. So the Sun card, the Six of Cups, the loving life again, the feeling alive again. I love that. And then we have the pink candle. So, pink candle. Okay. Wait, no, that's pink. I'm open to receiving love. we're just going to put that there. Then we're going to put the victory card there. Then we're going to put that 6 of Cups there. Open your heart to receiving love from others, whether it be romantic or love from a friend. You deserve both. The pink candle is here to open your eyes and your heart to love that is around you. So often we block ourselves from receiving the love we deserve. Love is essential, and the more you have, the more you can give. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to grab just a couple cards from my little personal power deck real quick. These are just little affirmations. I love that. You got the I am celebrated card. So definitely you're feeling victorious, feeling on fire. I speak highly of myself. That is also a beautiful thing to do. Affirm yourself constantly, consistently, continually. So, all right, Aquarius, that's going to be it for your January 2020 read. I hope you guys have a fantastic month ahead, and I will see you guys in a couple weeks. Love and light.